check, try and run the operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Newton on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Nothing.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards.
Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Steps away. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Newton throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Pollard, incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to number 85.
A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Texans nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
touchdown.
A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
It'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. Catch made by Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you think
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Watson now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is off target to the right. Never had a chance, not even close. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. On first down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete to number 8.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
On first down, it's Newton. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 9-yard line.
Throwing again is Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
To number 85.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Cowboys 24, Texans 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Watson looks to throw again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
His kick is...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
To throw is Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. This to Jarwin. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Watson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Rolling to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That
was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got a man, Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Watson on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Throwing here, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Again, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and that